Hello everyone, welcome to tutorial number 6. On this tutorial we're going to add stairs and railings to our structure. To do that, first of all, we're going to create a bunch of new layers. I have already created mine. I created one called stairs and I made the color green, and railings and made the color yellow. So you guys already know, just click on this button here and type in your name, choose your color, and then get out of this layer properties window. Again, layer properties can be accessed from the ribbon structure and under the palette layer and drop down box, and the layer properties button there, and we're gonna make sure that the stairs is our most current layer that we have chosen. So do this. First we need a line. We're going to build our stair just around here, so it goes from this platform onto the ground. To do that, we're gonna need to draw some extra lines so we can exactly position our stair and how far away from the structure does it need to be and whatnot. Mostly that's going to depend on the engineer, structural engineer, or the safety regulation of the country or the work site that you're working in and whatever. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to hide everything except for a grid. So I have just selected my grid, and under the structure ribbon, under visibility palette, I'm going to choose hide other. So it's going to hide everything but our grid. Okay, we're going to offset the grid a bit so we can see all the points. Okay, so now what we're going to do is draw a line. So just start typing L-I-N. Oh, look at that. That's your first choice. And now when you're in this mode, usually the lines that you draw, if you select a point, it's gonna draw on the plane that you're on. So right now we are on XY plane, so it's gonna draw on the XY plane. So go ahead and just draw that. It's gonna from that corner to that corner, and press escape to get out. Now here is a very interesting thing. Now how do you select just the line but not the grid in the way? Well, you can easily in this case you can go into your layer palette and under grid, because remember everything else is already hidden, this little light bulb here will turn off your little layer, so you won't be able to see. So if you zoom in there, only thing we should be able to see is our line. Well, it's green and the y-axis is green, but you can see I could select it. So you could do that way, and or sometimes I find this also pretty easy. What you do is just select everything around there with the green window, and then hold and shift and click on the object that you don't want. Now this works perfect if you just have 2 or 3 objects. Sometimes you would have 40 or 50 and you don't want to shift click all the ones that you don't want. That's just not fun. Okay, so once we have selected that line we have just drawn, so let's start typing move, M-O-V-E. So you see it pops up, click on move. It's gonna ask you to specify the base point. I'm going to specify my base point as that point, and then as you can see I can drag it. It's as long as you stay kind of within that within that Z position of the point you're moving, it's going to stay on the same plane. So let's make it, I don't know, 2 meters away. 2 meters? 2 meters sounds good. Let's do it around 2 meters. So just start typing 2 meters, 2000, and press enter. Voila, that's where your point is going to be, and that's it. Now let's add our stairs. Okay, so we're already on the stairs layer. Go ahead and click on stairs under structure ribbon and parts palette. Click on stairs. Let's click on settings. Okay, so here I'm gonna leave it as is because nobody have gave me this specification what to exactly choose. So here stair width, as you can see, its corresponding number, stair width is 1. It shows you which one is showing. Okay, 800, fine, that's good. If you want, you can make it 1,000. Sure, why not? We want a bigger one. Maximum thread distance is, let's make it, I don't know, 200. See what happens. Probably not the best, but let's just keep it like that. And now you can change a lot of things here. So if you were to, okay, I'll show you again. Under step data, there's a little box there. Go ahead and click that, and then you see all the standards show up. So under DIN standard, there's lots of different steps you can use, lots of different ones. So choose whichever ones you want. I'm gonna actually switch this back to 250 just because that's what it was originally. And the U-shape means there's a channel over here on the sides that holds your steps are actually welded or bolted to. And then you can also choose which one you want to choose. Let's per se you have already been specified by a structural engineer, so in that case you can choose the one he specified. Just cancel and get out of that. So we're gonna keep it as is, just change the width to 1,000, why not, and click OK. Now it's gonna ask you to specify the first point of stair. So here's a very handy dandy trick. So if you hold Control and right click it, AutoCAD will let you choose a very specific snap-on point. So I'm going to choose here midpoint. Even though my midpoint is turned on, I'm just going to choose it so you guys can see it. So I can only select midpoint, not endpoints, nothing else. With every object, I can only select midpoint. So on my outside line, I'm going to choose the midpoint of that line. And then I'm going to choose the midpoint of my the second bit of grid there. As you can see, click on that and press escape to get out. Oh, I guess I canceled that. Okay, we'll go through that again quickly. Okay, so let's check the settings are the same. Settings are the same. Cool. So we're gonna Control right click, choose midpoint, choose the midpoint there, and then you could again Control right click and choose the midpoint. You choose the midpoint there and press enter. Bam. That looks really ugly, but you guys get the point. So we're gonna keep it at that. Now actually this is a good point. It does look pretty ugly. You can switch that and you can change that. If you select your stairs, you see there is a little grip point there. You can drag it and kind of make it shorter because it looks so ugly. You just need one stairs there. Perfect, that looks a lot better. But if you already knew the distance your stairs needed to be, you could use the line to do that perfectly. But you're gonna need a line anyway because you need to choose a midpoint, or at least a point that your stair would snap onto at the beginning. So there you go. So go ahead and just delete that line there. I think it should work. There we go. That's it. Let's show all so we can have a look. Perfect. So there we go. And as you can see here, you can kind of see that our the channels of our stairs kind of protrude through the ground, and so we have to trim that at some point. We will do that, but first of all we're going to add railings, because to trim something we have to explode. By explode, by meaning right now our stair is one object. Once we explode it, they're still going to be just like they are right now, but each of those objects are going to be individually selectable. So first of all we're gonna put some railings on. Okay, so let's go back to the layers and choose railings. Perfect. Now we're gonna put railing on our stair there and almost all the way around at the top platform. Okay, let's get started. So click on railings, and the first thing we're gonna do is gonna ask you to specify the starting point. And instead of that, we're gonna go to the command line and click object, and this is a very handy little tool. So just click on the object, in this case our stairs, and bam. How easy was that? Look at that. I'm gonna skip to get out. Now we have railings for our little thing, and that is pretty easy. Okay, now we're going to go back to our line model so we can add our railings at top. So go ahead and click railing again. Now we're not going to click object, we're just going to choose different points and pretty much draw a polyline, and as we go the system will keep on drawing the railings. So we're going to start at this point, we're going to go to there and all the way to that end, all the way to that end, and all the way to this end, and press enter to get out. We're going to keep this open because we're going to add a ladder there. So that's pretty much it, and let's take a look, see how it looks. Okay, so currently that's we have our railing. Actually looks pretty cool. One thing I'm not sure, oh okay, it just looks gray, it's not actually gray because of the lines. Okay, so, and anytime something is not showing up right on your model space, all you could do is start typing regen and then choose regen all. Sometimes you'll fix the problem, sometimes it might not. Okay, so let's go ahead and trim our little the C shape or the J shape, however it's called here. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to hide everything else except for our little channel. So we're gonna select the stairs and go hide others. Now it's nice. Now you can kind of see where the ground comes in, where the kind of the grid comes in there. Okay, so what we're going to do first, let's select it. Make sure that you actually draw your railings before you do this, because we're going to explode our little stair right now. And now it has been exploded. There is a bit of a problem there. Let's undo that, because once you explode it, it takes all the objects and puts it into your current layer. So it by mistake put it on the railing layer. So let's choose stairs, and then let's choose our stairs again and explode. Perfect, now it's on the right layer. Okay, so we're going to use our cut member, no, going to use trim member here. So that's under structure ribbon and cutting palette. Select trim member, and we're gonna use XYWSC. Okay, so go ahead and press OK. We're going to choose that. Then it's going to ask us which members do we want to trim. So make sure you choose select this little J shapes here, but make sure you don't select it around there. I'll show you what happens if you select it. Oh no, this time it worked. Never mind, this works. Okay, so now you can see it looks pretty nice there, and we're going to show everything. And that's pretty much it for this tutorial. So we have added stairs, railings, and it's actually pretty easy. Okay, awesome. See you guys next time.